Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Drake London, a touchdown catch in the victory. And finally, what a kickoff to Monday Night Football. Russell Wilson's first game as a Bronco, and it's in Seattle to wrap up Week 1. In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong first half. His guys are on the road to blow out City. They lead it big. As we send you back out to Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. We shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about...
He's got a man, complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 65 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Fournette again. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Elliott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Here's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bucs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Prescott now. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That's taken on the 25. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop.
Sort of a slow and steady game so far, but reliable for him here in this third quarter.
Sounds like we're describing a possession receiver, right? The one that finds a way to make the big catches, the ones that break the backs of defenses, keep first downs, accumulating. I think he's that and maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, he's been pretty. He's got a man, complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 60 yards.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Fournette, a first down carry. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette.
Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend.
And the Buccaneers get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this knee.
Backwards with you. I cannot. Bless me. Let's go.
Just a little pass there. Call it to 26. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That's it. Was your last touchdown early.
Look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
He's got his man. It's Gallup.
Okay.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Prescott, he's got his man. It's Schultz. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and they will remain well behind.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. On first down, Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown.
Chris Godwin.
55 yards.
And the Buccaneers just continue to roll.
Succop for the extra point. And oh, it's wide right. No good.
I didn't even want the extra point.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Kind of picked themselves up from that one.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
A give to Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Taking his ass out. Now.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Pollard will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Rosas good with the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter.
Okay. Now, we play this.
Taking in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
One and done. I'm done. One and done.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That one good for 37 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 35 yards. And the Buccaneers are pouring it on. Extra point try now for Succop. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
After the sack on 1st down, Prescott, and some room to maneuver.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of 45.
Well, he'll stick your ass.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 44, Prescott. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
You ain't running. What?
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Should I? Yeah, I'm going to.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Okay.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Now Prescott. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. This is taken at the 18. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 60 yards. One of the good things about throwing it in his direction, he usually has the size advantage on those 2-man catches.
And what I like about his game is that he carries himself at his full height. He understands it's an advantage and uses it at every opportunity.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point put through by Suckup. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. So the completion good for 6 yards. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Taking it about the 16. A great return there of 22 yards. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in his. He's got a man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38. Brady now on 1st down. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bucs add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Succop now set to kick it off following the made field goal.
Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think.
And Prescott, his third interception.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what preaches to his team.
And converted into 6 points. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Taken at about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Levante David.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Fournette once more on second down.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
67 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Again, it's Fournette. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guy.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bucs use the short field to get in for 6.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught at the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
Well, CD, we are witnessing something that I never thought that I would witness. I would imagine you never thought this, too. I mean, we have a team taking the field in an NFL game, and they are up by triple digits. I mean, 50 is a lot, but to get to over 100, this is just crazy.
We've seen in the history of the game of basketball a few people score 100 points individually, men and women. But we've never seen this before in NFL history. We've only seen 2 teams combine for 100 points in a game 5 times in league history. One of the greatest games ever played, well, by one of the teams anyway.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A handoff to Fournette. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd. 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Brady gives this one to Vaughn. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
112 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
That will do it.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. This is brought in at the 21. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Brady going to look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now...
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Buccaneers, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast.
Off the stove, swings the back door open, throws the skillet out the back door, grease hits the wall, bounces off the wall, and starts and burns the back side of the arm.
Somebody come make me because you got sports.
Water around in the fucking ground. Oh, he do? Yeah, if they fire, it's on fire. That's on fire. I have on the jacket, fire jacket. Huh? Yeah, sure did. But she got her whole, she still got the scar on her forearm. Look at her forearm. I don't know why she just didn't drop it and check because they got salt over it. When you go up to that, you're not going to I don't know what we thought that she was. Not we. So Bill thought that she was kissing on fire with everything in the field. Yeah. She did. Good old fashioned Christmas. She got her ass tore up. As a matter of fact, we all did not ask tore up. We had knees, the meal table. We had a While my uncle was tearing one ass on this end of the damn trail, my ass went out the damn door and was running across my house on the hill. I had to pass my mama house and went to my other grandma house. Because I knew when I got up there, ain't nobody, what? Those woods were playing that shit there. And I was looking for it too.
You're supposed to do your stuff about this team performed better last season. But things did not come together. How do you avoid that again this season? I think I'm actually going to do this one. Probably. If you know we're going to make playoffs. So. But anyways, y'all, I'm going to actually end the show here. And I might be back more. Stay tuned.